Our next speaker will share how Schüttflix is already setting new standards in this area. And please welcome the CEO from the Schüttflix Group, Gerrit Kisters.
Thank you very much. I have to correct you just a little. I'm not the CEO, but one of the regional CEOs, okay? Anyways, I don't want to steal a title, so... Maybe it's a look in the future, I don't know. Yeah, hello everyone. Gerrit Kisters is my name. I'm here on behalf of Christian Hülsewig, the real CEO and founder of Schüttflix. He cannot be here today, unfortunately. Anyways, I want to thank the previous speakers, and I'm really glad that we are talking about almost the same numbers, even if they are really hard to estimate when it comes to CO2 emissions and waste disposal rates. Nevertheless, I would like to highlight within the next 10 minutes a few key points to you. First, I would like to show you how our industry works. Then I would like to tell you who we are, what is Schüttflix, what challenges do we face, how we create value to the industry, and all of it against the backdrop of sustainability and digitalization. First of all, I would like to give you an insight into our market. The construction market is really complex and huge and some kind of special. And we have many different sectors in the construction industry. We, as Schüttflix, focus mainly on civil construction, civil engineering, road construction, earthwork, and the associated logistics. And these are the most important ones, because when it comes to these sectors, 80% of the total material flow of the whole industry contains in these sectors. So it's really good and important to manage this in a professional and efficient way. And what exactly are we doing? Always when it comes to family members, friends, and I try to explain to them what I'm actually doing, they don't know what materials we are handling. So I want to put it in easy words. We handle all the materials you can put or dump loose on a truck and unload it the same way. This is what we are doing. Such as sand, gravel, crushed stones, cycling materials, construction rubble, all the stuff you can put on a truck and unload it the same way. And I would like to show you some interesting numbers. Thomas, they were kind of comparable to your numbers, fortunately. Otherwise it would be embarrassing. Anyways, 38%, almost 40% of the CO2 emission come from the construction industry. 45% of all truck trips, are empty trips. It means a truck goes fully loaded to a construction site, unloads and returns empty. 60% of the construction waste is not being recycled. And 70% of the landfill waste disposal comes from construction and from demolition work. So these numbers show that this industry is not only important for the industry itself, but also for all of us. And it gets even more complicated. The market we are in is really special, and it's really hard to manage all these materials flow in a professional and efficient way. I would like to show you or explain to you why it is this way. We are here in Cologne today, and the market for the bulk materials and waste disposals is totally different from the market in Düsseldorf, which is only 25 kilometers far away, or from the market in Bonn, which is 30 kilometers in the south. And I'm pretty sure the market is totally different where you come from your home area, from your hometown. What do I mean with different markets? Really, everything is different. You have different materials, you have different carriers, you have different regulations, you have different landfills, and you have different material producers, natural producers or recycling producers. And if you are in one of these sub-markets, there are hundreds of it in Germany, you have to be an expert to handle the material flow in a professional and effective way. It's kind of impossible for a construction company. This is the market we are in, and I hope I could show you why it is complex and why it is so special. And that brings us, to Schüttflix, what we are actually doing. We bring these complex demand and supply together, fully digital. Schüttflix is a leading platform for the supply and disposal from construction sites. And we also have strategic recycling hubs in Germany. We connect companies, suppliers, producers, waste disposal companies on our neutral platform. So we have the goal that all these players on this market, in this specific market, have the same information and can work with their material flow in a professional way. As a result, of course, we reduce CO2 emissions, costs, and we save natural resources, such as sand, gravel, crushed stones. And again, we do it full digital. But it sounds a bit theoretical to me, therefore I would like to show you two specific examples what we do. Before I stated out that 45% of all trips are empty trips. Truck returns empty from a construction site. Therefore, we implemented and established a transport platform in Schüttflix where carriers and construction companies can just post their trips and say, okay, come on, today I want someone to go from here to Cologne or from here to Bonn, and it's in our platform. Everyone can see it, it's available for everyone, and you can just pick it. We have more than 2,000 carriers on our platform with more than 30,000 trucks, and these trips will get picked in about 2 or 3 minutes on average. And we have thousands of trips per month in our platform. So it actually works, it is good, it reduces these empty trips and therefore a lot of CO2. And I can tell you, it's a huge plus for me in my daily business having this platform. We call it the Uber for the construction industry. Second example, what we do. You saw these numbers as well. 60% of the construction material is not being recycled, and 70% of the landfill comes from the construction sites. Currently, 40% of our delivered goods, materials, are recycled materials. This is far above average. And 80% of our waste disposal, which comes from construction sites, gets recycled for later use. We put it back into the circle. I think these two examples show on which path we are in our industry, and that we really have a good chance to change it pretty early. I want to give you a summary. In a nutshell, we reduce CO2 emissions and we reduce the inefficiencies. Okay, understood. But this is often not enough. It's like a theory. You need to motivate all these players on the market to do it. And the best motivation, of course, is money. Saving money, earning money. That easy it is. And therefore, I don't want to leave it unmentioned that all these players on our platform have a high motivation to be part of it because they know they can save money by using recycled materials instead of natural resources. Or as a carrier, they are able to to get trips from our platform or just post it for less money because it's not that efficient for them to go there by their own. And this is a way how we can motivate all these players on this platform for a better future. And I promised the last 4 numbers for today. Not for today, but within the next 3 minutes, I guess. In 2024, we had 400,000 trips on our platform. In 2025, it will be 1.2 million trips. And we handled more than 10 million tons of material in 2024. And this year, 2025, it will be 30 million tons. I show you these numbers because I want to show you what chance we have here as Schüttflix on a better way for a sustainable future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gerrit. So, hello again. Who is? Yeah, but it's. I'm screaming now. Okay. Gerrit. So you are the regional CEO. I'm very sorry because.
No worries. It sounds so great to be CEO, but.
But you know that you're in Düsseldorf, right?
What did I say?
You just mentioned Cologne.
Really?
Yes.
Because in my invitation was. Okay. In my invitation was Cologne, so see.
Okay. So thank you very much. It was a great presentation and very cool to see how a startup. So in what year have you been founded?
5th year.
Wow. Okay, cool. So lots of success on your further journey. So a big hand for Gerrit. Thank you.